Hello, the subject is marketing management and the topic is marketing environment, elements of micro environment. What is marketing environment? You know that the business is affected by various factors which are in and out of the business. And business is constantly either affected or impacted by these factors. And these factors are termed to be the factors of environment for any type of business. Either a factor influences the businesses for better performance or hinders its progress. Marketing environment includes the internal factors like employees, customers, shareholders, retailers, distributors, etc. And we have external factors like political, legal, social, technological, and economical factors that surround the business and influence its marketing operations. Sometimes these factors influence the marketing operations and sometimes it hinders the progress of a company and its profitability. But how does this company has to identify whether these kind of factors exist and what is their level of impact? How the company has to get to know because the company is focusing so much on its business. How the management has to learn what is really happening through these factors on the business of the concern. For this purpose, the business organization has to do something. What is it? And it is environmental scanning. The environmental scanning will reveal what actually is, what are the factors which is affecting, and what are the factors that remain idle, and what are the factors that can be in control of the organization. What are the steps and strategies that are to be adopted can be driven before the organization's progress. They can decide on what has to be the next step based on the environmental scanning. Then what is environmental scanning mean? It is the detailed and continuous process by which an organization monitors its internal and external environment. The process is aimed at identifying the risks and opportunities that can affect an organization's prospect or direction. If the company is going to do the right kind of environmental scanning at the right time, it will get to know what are the risks that are going to be faced by the business concern in future and what are the opportunities that lie open to the organization to succeed. If they get to know what are the risks and what are the opportunities, the company can easily make strategies to reduce risk and optimize the opportunities and use the opportunities to earn more profit and establish better in this world. Hence, environmental scanning will reveal what the environment is considering and what the environment is ready to offer to this business concern, be it risk or opportunities. Coming on to micro environment. What is this microenvironment? Microenvironment are close to the firm and incorporate the supplies, showcasing delegates, consumer markets, public competition, and marketing intermediaries. Microenvironment likewise concerns the inward environment of the organization and influence marketing as well as all the departments like management, R&D, finance, human assets, purchasing operations, and bookkeeping. The elements of micro environment are varied, and to some extent it is all within the organization. The name itself says that it is all micro in nature, which can be to some extent controlled easily by the organization itself if the right kind of environmental scanning is done in the right time. And these micro environment elements are close to the firm. They are very attached to the firm. They lie near the company itself, like suppliers, delegates, consumer markets, public competition, and marketing intermediaries, which also includes the departments of the company itself, like management, research and development department, finance department, human assets or human resource, purchasing department, operations, and bookkeeping as a whole. Now let us see one by one what are the real micro environmental factors that affect the business and in what way they affect the business towards risk or towards progress. As we all know, marketing is based on customers. All the marketing functions are oriented towards customers. Hence, that becomes the first element of microenvironment, that is customers. Every business revolves around fulfilling the customer's needs and wants. Thus, each marketing strategy is customer oriented that focuses on understanding the needs of customers and offering the best product that fulfills their needs. Customers focus is important. If the products are not oriented towards the needs of the customers, to the needs of the customers or to the wants of the customer, then the company can easily fail in its business. That is why the marketing department says what its objective are to be. All the products, all the activities of the marketing department has to be focused, targeted towards customers. Because that is the key for success. And if there is one customer not satisfied by the company's product, that can play a bigger role in the failure of the business. The main focus of the marketing department is to satisfy each and every customer in the line of relationship betterment. The second element of microenvironment is employees. Employees are of different levels. Employees are the main component of business who contribute significantly to its success. The quality of employees depends on the training and motivation sessions given to them. These are the employees who are going to be in direct contact with the customers. These are the people who are going to take in the orders of the customers. They are the people who are going to process the orders of the customers. Employees are the face of the company itself. The company speaks through its employees. The customer, whenever he wants to buy or sort out certain issues in the company, he will remember the employee, not the company. The customer will try to speak to the employee, not the company, because for him, employees are reachable than the company. For him, employees are reachable than the management. For him, employees are reachable than the government itself. So, employees play a major role in the success of a business and success of a marketing department. Thus, recruitment of right kind of employees in the marketing department plays a major role, and recruitment of proper employees who are properly trained and developed has to be employed in all the departments of the company as a whole. Thus, training and development is crucial to impart marketing skills in an individual. The company has to spend a lot of money for training and developing the employees of the organization, especially the marketing department. The marketing department employees has to be trained well in the field of marketing skills. They should know how to speak, they should know how to dress, they should know how to address, and they should know how to solve the problems of the customers. By and large, the employees of the company should know everything about the company and everything in detail about the product, so that any kind of doubts raised in the minds of the customer can be solved. If not, this employee itself will become a hindrance for the company's progress. Hence, right kind of employees are creating opportunities for companies and the progress, and the not so right kind of employees will create risk and problems for the company and its business. The next element of micro environment is suppliers. Suppliers, here we mean who are the people who are supplying the raw materials to the company and to the business, and what are their policies and procedures. They too have certain rules and regulations that are going to be binding the company. Suppliers are the persons from whom the material is purchased to make a finished good, and hence are very important for the organization. It is crucial to identify the suppliers existing in the market and choose the best that fulfills the firm's requirement. The company has to find who is the best supplier in the market, and he has to supply the right kind of quality, the right kind of quantity, and the right raw materials in the right time. If he is not going to be right in this senses, then it is going to be a risk for the business concern. If the suppliers are selected well, if the raw materials are supplied well, then it can be assured that the output is going to be really better, and sometimes it would result in the best output as well. So selection of supplier and supplies matter a lot in this micro environment. The next element of micro environment is retailers and distributors. Retailers and distributors, we mean here the channel of distribution and the channel partners. It is these people who are going to take the finished product from the company to the end consumer. The channel partners play an imperative role in determining the success of marketing operations. Being in direct touch with the customer, they can give suggestions about customers' desires regarding a product and its service. The company cannot go door to door to find out what is the need and what is the feedback of the customers. In that case, they can rely on the retailers and distributors. These retailers and distributors being in the direct contact of the customers, they know the pulse of the customers. They know what is their need and they know what is their want and they know what exactly is the desires of customers. So the company can easily get at low investment if the retailers and distributors are of right choice, if the channels of distribution are of right choice, if the channel partners are of right choice. The next element of microenvironment are competitors. Competitors here we mean who are those companies who are competing with our products? Who are those companies who are competing with our company, with our business as a whole? Sometimes the competitors give challenge for the company to move forward, and sometimes they pull you down. Keeping a close watch on competitors is enough to know whether you are in risk or in the side of opportunity. The competitors enables a company to design its marketing strategy according to the trend prevailing in the market. You need not have a R&D department to better your company. Sometimes you just follow the competitors to better your company's prospects. Your competitors, if they are better, you can be better if you follow them. If your competitors are lying low, then you have a chance to better yourself, go beyond their performance, go beyond their qualities, and you can have success in the market easily. It is easy for the company to succeed if kept a close eye on the competitors of that particular brand or company. The next important element of micro environment is shareholders. Shareholders are the owners of the company, and every firm has an objective of maximizing its shareholders' wealth. This marketing activity should be undertaken keeping in mind the returns to shareholders. The company's main purpose of existence and goal is to earn profit, which is known as profit maximization and wealth maximization. Profit maximization in the short run can help and lead to wealth maximization in the long run, and the wealth here means wealth of the shareholders and it has to be kept on maximizing. This should be the goal of the company. If the company does not focus on wealth maximization, then the shareholders might feel negative about this management's operations in business and they might tend to move away from the company, putting burden on the requirement of capital by the company on the company as a whole. Hence, the company and the departments in the company, especially the marketing department, has to focus to achieve the goals of the company, that is wealth maximization of shareholders. The next element of microenvironment is government. Government here we mean the government which is existing in that particular period of operation of the company. The government departments make several policies, and the company has to depend on the government policies for various purposes, be it for the operations, be it for the incorporations, be it for the execution of the business ideas. Businesses have to keep an eye on or strictly adhere to the policies issued by the governments or formed by the government, like pricing policy, credit policy, education policy, housing policy, etc. All these policies have an influence on the marketing strategies. If adhered to these policies, running of a business becomes easy. If a slight deviation from these policies are done by the company has to pay a lot of cost and price for the deviation. A company has to keep track on these policies and make the marketing programs accordingly for the benefit of the company and the public. And following the company and the government rules, the company, if it is going to follow the government policies as it is, then it is going to be the success of legal existence for the company itself. And the next element in microenvironment is general public, the public who is residing in that particular boundary or in that business area. The business has some social responsibility towards the society in which it is operating. Thus, all the marketing activities should be designed that result in increased welfare of society as a whole. The company's functions, the marketing department's functions and its activities, from the goal to the outcome, it should all have concepts and policies and prospects that could enhance the well-being of the general public and the society. If it is going to create harm to the society and hazards to the society, then such companies will not survive long. If it is going to create well-being and welfare to the society, and such companies will be given more chance and more opportunities to expand and explore better business prospects in future. Hence, these are all the elements of microenvironment. Thanks for listening.